Oh my God, guys. I am super excited today. We just got some more news from Atomic Mass Games, and this time we're getting a Crisis pack. And if you guys don't know, I mean, we've gotten one Crisis this year, and it's been a little dry with crises throughout the year. We have only got one of those back in maybe January of this year, and since then, no new crises, no nothing. We got another one banned, and we had an uneven number of extracts and secures and all that stuff. So, yeah, this is refreshing. I cannot wait to dive into this today. I mean, this was very, very unexpected. Had no idea this was gonna happen, and I'm just so happy, especially with the week I've had. This is crazy. And if you guys can't do me a favor, like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. Of course, I'm gonna have more MCP content coming up. Definitely tomorrow, by the way, guys, we are having a tournament for the Weapon X thing. I'll say this right now. I'm not gonna use this because I'm pretty sure the mod's not gonna be updated by the time these crises come out. So tomorrow's going to be the old crisis unless the mod completely changes. So, I don't know. But what timing is it? I have a tournament tomorrow that I have to run, and then this comes out. So, I highly doubt the mod will be updated by tomorrow. So, we're still going to use the old crises. But let's dive into this, okay? So, we're going to read this entire transmission because I've been waiting an entire year to get something. So, here we go. Marvel Crisis Protocol had its 3-year anniversary since the game launched in 2019. We've probably watched it grow and change alongside its players and community, and just as the game itself has evolved, so too has our vision of its future. We are ever forward to ensure the amazing journey continues and the game remains the freshest, best experience it can be. Good. That's a good response. That's a good way to do this. That's really cool. That's a great mindset to have. I mean, the game is 3 years old, and you need to evolve with the times. And you got to make sure it's fresh as possible. When the game was coming out, in 2019, all the way up until this year, we were getting new crises almost every couple of months, maybe every month or so, or whatever it was. And the game felt fresh. It was like, oh my God, new mission. And it slowed down this year. It slowed down. So now it's like, okay, cool. We're 3 years in. What are we gonna do? We're gonna keep pumping out crises, or how are we gonna do this? So this is really exciting. It's with this in mind that we are excited to celebrate our 3 years with a special surprise that looks forward to the next stage of Marvel Crisis Protocol. Today we share a complete update of the cards that are namesake of the game itself, the Crisis cards. Thank God. Okay, so let's figure out the deal here. The time has come to breathe new life. You know what? I'm not gonna. Okay, physical versions of these cards will be released later next year. Okay, so we're gonna get a new Crisis card pack in 2023, which is what I expected. So that's really cool. So we're gonna get a 2023 pack, and we're gonna be able to download these here. It was an interesting for new and updated crisis to battle over that better represent and play to the modern state of the game. While we still haven't mastered King's time technology yet. Oh, there's a King mentioned there. Maybe there's a King the Conqueror character coming out soon. Who knows? So we can speed up the physical production process. We figured nothing stops us from getting these new cards out to all players. Now it's print and play. Cool. So these will be print and play, which is really cool and really awesome. I like it. I love it. There's nothing to hate here. As of today, a total of 10 Extraction Crisis cards and 12 Secure cards make up the new set of standard Crisis cards. These cards are in the same format you know and love, accompanied by some new friends. In addition to the Crisis cards themselves, 6 all-new map cards are making an appearance. So we're getting 6 all-new map cards. That is sick. So we're getting 10 Extracts, 12 Secures. Okay. Still a little uneven there with the Extracts and Secures, but that's okay. More setup variants creates more diversity. Yes. And strategy, absolutely. We're getting a whole new map. This is good. Change up the map, make it different. Because, I felt like the maps and everything were solved already. The missions that we currently had, everything was kind of solved. We knew what to do. We knew how to grab extracts and all that stuff. It needed a change. It needed a refresh, right? And this is a really good thing to do. I like it. Okay, so we refresh the state of the game. Adjust timing and wording to make the crisis rules more streamlined and easier and quickly. That's really good. Quality of life balance tweaks, the largest of which is the elimination of so-called single-point extracts. Single-point extracts, let's go. Yes, we've talked about this a lot on the Danger Room podcast that I'm on. Single extracts are it's just not a fun experience, man. You gotta roll a die, you get it, and then once you get the single extract, it's 2 points, and what you could do then is run off with the point to the corner of the map, and you can just hoard that point for God knows how long, and all you gotta do is score out the rest of the secures, and you're fine. It was not a very fun experience, and the fact that you had to roll and do so many attempts to get it, it was just insane. Let's see what they changed here. Is it meant to be a game of keep away? So thank you. Marvel is not meant to be a game of keep away. Beautiful. It's meant to be a game of chance and tactics and Hulk-style smashing. Yeah. With the release of the 23 Crisis Pack, there will be no more crises that feature a lone objective token. Yes! 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 I love this. Yes! I love this. I love this. God, this made my week. I have not had a good week, guys, but this has made my week. Yes! In addition to tweaks and balances, a single new crisis is included with the updates. Good! Paranoia Pummel's Populace is a completely new extraction crisis to strategize around. At 16 threat, the crisis rewards tight-knit squads for sticking together to face their fears. I love this. These are all print and play. I love everything that they just said. Single extracts are gone. We've got new maps. We're going to get new maps, new layouts, and all that stuff, which is really awesome and very refreshing. Love every second of this. And a new mission. So this is, and I hope this is the way going forward when it comes to dealing with new missions and all that. Granted, I'm pretty sure we're going to get single missions every now and then, maybe in some packs, who knows. But this should be the approach going forward when it comes to missions. Now, it took, 3 years to get here, which is good. Like, they sat around, they waited, and they said, okay, I think this is time to do this. So this is so good. Like, AMG's hitting really well with Marvel Crisis Protocol right now. Like, the updates that have happened, the Logan shenanigans that got fixed, in my opinion, just in the Crisis Pack now, this is so sick. Let's go to the updates here. Let's update Crisis cards. Let's take a look at what's changed. Okay. So let's look at Alien Ship. I already see a change. It's not 20 threat, it is 17 threat now. Okay, place 3 power core tokens as shown below. Player scores 1 VP for each character they control that is holding a power core during the cleanup phase. So, okay, interact power core. Pick up this power core. A character can hold only 1 power core at a time. During the cleanup phase, each character with 3 or more power holding a power core rolls 3 dice. Wait a minute. With 3 or more power, yeah, rolls 3 dice. For each fail and wild in the result, the character holding the power core and all characters within 2 of it suffer 1 damage. This is crazy. This is insane. Let's take a Deadly Legacy Virus, the one that everybody can't stand. I can't stand it. I've won a couple of games off of this. I had my Legacy Virus combos and all that stuff. So this is the one that's just, I hate every second of it. But let's take a look and see what the changes are here. Place 3 Legacy Core tokens. Player scores 1 for each one. Cool. Pick up the Legacy Core with 1 power. That all stay the same during the cleanup phase. If a non-grunt character, so they added the grunt thing here, is holding 3 Legacy Cures, is controlling. Okay. Its controlling player does not score VPs from the crisis as normal. Instead, remove all Legacy Cures from the game. Then the character is killed and its controlling player scores 6 VPs. Okay, they lowered it from 8 to 6. I disagree with that. They should have lowered it to 4. I don't know how much testing they've done with this, with 4-point victory, with 6 victory points being scored. So if we do the math here, and I have all 3 Legacy Cures, the thing is that there's still teams that can really, really put combos together to put this Legacy Cure together and to just score out the game. I mean, the Avengers do it really well. They do it very strong. They're very strong with this, Black Cat and Steve's leadership and Hulk and also the crazy shenanigans. Whatever, mission objective and all that crap. So if we do the math here, let's say if I have all 3 Legacy Cures, let's go 3 and I score 2 secures. That's 5 points. If I go to turn 2, that's 8, and if I score 2 more secures again, that's 10. So if I go to turn 3, all I got to do now is score all 3 Legacy Cures, which is very doable, and that's 16. So the games are ending at 16 still. And that's why I wanted it to go to 4. If you just do the math, 4 is the perfect number. for this crisis. If they can make, they're not going to make a change now. This is going to print. It is what it is. I think this is in my opinion, I think the 6 VPs is a mistake. I like the fact that it changed, but it's still too high. I think 4 VPs is the way to go. That's my opinion. I've been on that stance for a long time now. Maybe this won't get banned. I don't know. The thing is, I don't want this bannable. You understand my point? I don't want legacy virus. I don't want any more extracts to get banned. Period. If they should adjust the extracts and you know what they're doing here and adjusting and making it print, that's what I want to see. I want to see them print it like this. I don't want to see crises banned anymore. I don't want this to become a ban-worthy thing. You know what I mean? I want this to be in the game and playable. So I say, in my opinion, AMG, if you ever watch this video, please do me a favor. Monitor the games at 6 VPs and see what's happening. I'm telling you, if you adjust it to 4, I think this is a pretty fair and honest. I think it's a pretty good crisis, right? That's just me. I'm just telling you right now. I think 6. I think you were a little too cautious there. I don't know if you wanted to go to 4. I don't know what your testing was. But all I'm saying is it should go to 4. So it's at 6 right now. We'll see how it goes. Fear Grip, which is one of the favorites everybody loves to play. You score a hammer, whatever. Players score, okay, place 4 Celestial Hammers, map D, so it stays in map D. It's still 18 threat. Players score 1 VP for each hammer. During the cleanup phase, pick up the Celestial Hammer. Characters add 1 die to their attack rolls for each Celestial Hammer they're holding. Characters holding 1 or more Celestial. So you can still hold more, so stacking is still a thing. Okay. Mutant Extremist, target U.S. Senators. This went to 19 threat. Wow. Sick. Let's see what changed here. So this went to 19 threat. So single extracts are gone, by the way. Place 6 Senator tokens. Wow. 6 Senator tokens as shown on map L. We got a map L. Okay, here we go. Players score 1 victory point per character they control holding a Senator during the cleanup phase. Pick up this Senator. A character can only hold 1 Senator at a time, so you cannot stack this. You can only have 1 at a time. A character holding a Senator can make only 1 move action per turn, so you can't double walk and take off with the point. You have to walk and do an attack or whatever. I like this. Map L. Let's take a look at Map L once we get down there. This is a new extract here. Paranoia Pummels Populace. Place 4 disturbance tokens, asset tokens, as shown on Map K. Players score 1 victory point for each disturbance a character they control is holding during the cleanup phase. Pick up the disturbance. So you just pick it up. When a character picks up a disturbance, if there is another allied character within 2 of it, it suffers 1 damage. During the cleanup phase, if 1 or more characters holding a disturbance are within 2 of another allied character, those characters controlling players scores. Hold on a minute. During the cleanup phase, if 1 or more characters holding a disturbance if 1 or more characters holding a disturbance token are within 2 of another allied character, those characters controlling player scores 1 VP. Okay, so you have to hold on. This is so strange. Pick up a disturbance. A character can only hold 1 disturbance at a time. Okay, if there is another allied character within 2 of it, it suffers 1 damage. I get that. During the cleanup phase, if 1 or more characters holding a disturbance are within 2 of another allied character, those characters controlling player scores 1 VP. Someone has to clear this one up for me. Do I score another VP if I'm within 2 of someone, or do I only score if I have an allied character within? I don't know. Someone clear this up for me. Research Station went down to 15. So this is pretty much the same. Plays within 2, then you score 4 VP points. So this went down to 15 instead of 16. Scrolls Infiltrate. Oh no, wait a minute. Alien ship crashes. Okay, so they changed Scrolls to 20. They made this 17 and changed it. Okay, I gotcha. Scrolls, this is a 20 thread here. Scrolls Infiltrate World Leadership. Place 4 Scroll Agent tokens as shown on map J. So we're getting a map J, we're getting a map L, and we're getting a map K. This is interesting. Players score 1 VP for each Scroll Agent held by a character they control during the cleanup phase. Interact Scroll. Pick up this. Okay. Pick up the Scroll Agent. A character can only hold 1 Scroll Agent at a time. Then roll dice equal to the character's physical defense. If the result does not contain 1 or more crits or wilds, the opposing player pushes this character small. So let's read this again. Pick up the Scroll Agent. A character can only hold 1 Scroll Agent at a time. Then roll dice to the character's physical defense. If the result does not contain one or more crits or wilds, so you need to roll a crit wild. The opposing player pushes this character small in any direction. That's really good. Spider Infected is still on map F. It seems like they've gone more scoring. And that is really good. I love it. I love that. And then Struggle for the Cube. During the cleanup phase, good. So they changed. So if you go to the cube here, I already saw the change for cubes. During the cleanup phase, you will take a damage and gain a power. Now, why that's significant? There were a lot. How Struggle for the Cube was going was you would leave characters on 1 health, and then during the power phase, those characters would then daze, drop the token. Why that was bad was you would go to the turn, score your points, and then go to the power phase, right? Your character would daze, and there was no way to, unless you had field dressing or something like that, there was no way to bring the character back. So you would lose an activation start of the next turn, which is not good. It's not a really good play experience, especially if you're playing the scoring. You should have activations during that next turn to do what you need to do. During the cleanup phase makes a whole lot of sense. You could then, place the token and do what you need to do or whatever the case may be. I love the change here. I think it makes a whole lot of sense. And the fact that you're losing a character during the power phase always hurt. It was so crippling, especially with no way to bring back a character. It was just so crippling. So that's really good. I love it. Montesi goes to 18. It is not 17 threat anymore. It's still a Spell Beam book, and this time it's a Mystic Beam. Interesting. This time it's Mystic. So you can only pick up 1 book here. All right, so that's it for the extracts. I am really excited about the extracts. If you can't tell my face right now, I am super excited about the extracts. I am so happy for this. This is so good. What great timing that this came out. Cosmic Vaults, still 16 threat. You place the vaults. This didn't change. It didn't need to. Deadly Meteors. Place 3 Origin Bomb tokens as shown on map I. There's another map change here, so we're going to map I. Players score 1 VP for each Origin Bomb they control during the cleanup phase. What's good about this is Deadly Meteors are not all for 1. So they got rid of all for 1, it looks like, for secures, and you score 1 per 1 you're controlling. This is how it always should have been to begin with. So this is really good, and you roll energy defense dice similar to that. If you roll a failure, you take a damage. So that all stayed the same, except for it's on a new map, and it's not all for 1 anymore. Demons Downtown, same thing. Gamma Wave, let's take a look at Gamma Wave. Okay, 15 threats, still 15. Place 3 Gamma tokens. Players score 1 VP for securing their close point. 1 VP for the mid, and 2 VPs for securing the far Gamma shelter. So I couldn't stand Gamma at all. I thought it was one of the and I hate to say this, I thought it was one of the scrubbiest secures in the game. I thought it was too high scoring. It was down the middle. I mean, it was basically a slot machine. It was 3-2-1. It scored too fast, and it was just I'd never enjoyed it. And the threat level was just sucked at 15. I've never been a fan of Gamma. It just one of those. And here's the thing: I've won a lot on Gamma. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've won a lot of games on Gamma. I just couldn't stand it. I thought it was just dumb. I thought it was boring. It was down the middle and just whatever. Now, here's what's interesting. So the scoring went down by a point. So now it's 1-1-2. So now your back Gamma, that's yours, is 1. The middle is 1. And the far one is 2. So you still have to go for the far one to get that extra VP. It's just the game isn't going to score out super crazy like you think it used to. So that's really good. I like that a lot. Infinity Formula is on map B. That stays the same. Intrusions is on map C. This stays the same. I think this needed to change at all. Place to witness. So this is getting a new map. So Mayor Fisk is getting a whole new map on map H. I can't wait to see these maps. These maps look insane. Mutant Madmen, same thing. It's on map B, and it's a physical defense. That's pretty cool. Portals overrun split Spider people. I thought this is one of the most honest pay to flips in the game. So this is pretty good. It's still on map D. It's energy defense. It is what it is. Right is map D. Actually, I thought this is the most honest, to be honest. So Extremis stays the same. Superpower Scoundrels is on map F. That stays the same. Sword Base is going to 15. So it's not a 15 threat. Thank God. This was the most. This is one of the worst. One of the worst secures in the game. And in a way, it was just a super negative play experience. The 50-50s that you had to do to get this was just whatever. And it wasn't, and you weren't playing it at a favorable threat level either. So just sick. Just absolutely just insane. So let's see what changed here. So place 4 console tokens on the point of interest as shown on map G. So we're going to map G. We're going to take a look at all these maps here in a second. Players score 1 VP for each console they control during the cleanup phase. Good. So it's not all for one anymore, which is good. It shouldn't. The pay to flip should never have been all for one. Granted, it was the thing that they, you have to have foresight to see that. They didn't, and that's okay. They made the change now, and that's fine. So it's not all for one. You score 1 per, and that's awesome. If no enemy character, I'm pretty sure it's going to work the same way, which, if someone's securing it, you have to roll a die, and it's still a 50-50. But let's see if the punishment is still the same. If no enemy characters are contesting the console, this character's controlling player now controls this console. Otherwise, roll 1 die. Yeah, it's the same thing. So roll 1 die. Okay, so during the power phase, if a player controls more consoles than their opponent, they command the base's security system and may choose an enemy character. The chosen character is pushed small. The opposing player resolves this push. Wait, hold on a minute. The chosen character is pushed. The opposing player resolves this push. So I still think you do the push, which is really cool. So yeah, you still do the push. I mean, the negatives for sword base were like it was 14 threat. It was all for 1. You scored 3 VPs for it, and then you push the character away small. I mean, the punishment was just so steep, and the 50-50s were just horrible. And I think they were just horrible just because it was all for 1, right? If you didn't get the majority, you didn't score the 3 points. The punishment was just so steep, and like pushing a character small, it was really crippling. So. And the other thing is too, like, if you had last activation, you were damn near guaranteeing that you were going to control all 3. Now with the new map and 4 tokens, you might not see this push happen a lot. If you're doing your job at controlling the 2 that you need, and your opponent's controlling the 2, this is a really good change. This is a really good change. I am welcoming this. So that's all the secures. Everything that I've seen here is amazing. Is absolutely amazing and refreshing. The fact that I can print this and get this out and just play, like, I am just super happy right now. And like I said, the only one that they definitely need to go back and look at one more time is Deadly Legacy Virus. I really strongly recommend this go to 4 VPs. That's just my opinion. They really need to evaluate this, I think, over the next 6 months or so, or to a year, to see how this is working on 6 VPs. If it's not working and it's still a negative play experience, please adjust it to 4. I think 4 is the answer. Or just change how this works. I don't know. But if you want to keep it this way, I think 4 VPs is fine. Just my opinion. So, okay, let's go to the map. So B and C looks like they're staying the same. Map D is staying the same, and this is a little bit more. And the other thing is too, these map cards are a lot more palatable. Like the fact that you can, it looks like to the end of 4, to the end of 3 here, instead of like in between 3 and 4. Like it was just weird. So like this is a welcome change here. This is amazing. I love every minute of this. Map E is still down the middle. Map F is still the same. Again, it just maybe just been adjusted just a tad bit here. Let's take a look at the new maps, because we got a lot of new maps here. Map G. So this is the sword base. Looks like it's really in here, and these secures look really close together. To be honest with you, this is really cool. Map H. This is the new Mayor Fist stuff, so it looks like it's closer in now for this instead of being far out and pushing somebody further out of the game. Because what I would do is, if I'm playing Mayor Fisk, I would fight to control 1. Once I gain control of that 1, the outside secure that I didn't care about, I would just keep pushing it further and further and further out of the game. And what that would do is that would push his character further and further out of the game, because you want to score and keep up with the points that I'm scoring, right? You want to make the game as close as possible. Well, Not in that format. I would just keep pushing it, and just keep winning control, and then your character is basically unplayable. This time, it's a little closer, right? So it's a lot closer in, and now it's not as bad if I'm repositioning within 2. Love this. Map I. This is interesting. So this is like this. I think that's the new Deadly Meteors. That's really cool. Map J. This looks interesting. This is... These new maps look interesting. Map K. Okay, here we go with the 4 secures. And then Map L. This looks nutty. This looks absolutely nutty. I love every minute of this. I think this is absolutely fantastic. I love this. This made my day. This made my week. And yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to be using the old rules tomorrow for the tournament because I'm pretty sure the mod won't update this. So we're going to go with the old rules. Whatever people have, we're going to go with that. But going forward, I can't wait to play test games with this and just figure this whole thing out. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new meta. It's a whole new missions. I mean, new maps. I mean, everything. And the fact that this is... I mean, I could just print this and I have everything. This is perfect. Thank you, AMG, for listening to the community. Thank you for listening to the podcasters out there that have been talking about this, getting a new crisis and everything. I know you probably were dealing with a lot, with, a lot of flack, and you guys were professional about it. I mean, there was no really, at least from them, I didn't see a lot of reacting and a lot of anger from them. So they've taken a lot on the chin, and to get this out here in December before the end of the year is really cool. I'm really happy. It's a whole new world, guys. This is a whole new game. I cannot wait to play these new missions and to see what the new shenanigans and everything. It's a whole new world, man. And I love every minute of this, guys. Thank you so much. Again, dislike the video, comment down below, give me your thoughts on this, and just tell me what's up, guys. I am really, really happy with what I'm seeing today, and this is really cool. And I can't wait to play MCP in a whole new world with new missions, and this is sick. This is so sick. This made my week. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Keep playing MCP. I'll catch you on the next one.